That's the husbands to her sisters. Like, I was seeing the entire family over there, and I'm like, okay, she's celebrating something over there. This one, I'm seeing everybody there. Did they go to visit her and come back? Did she invite them to come and all of that? And she said no, that all of them have moved. That once she got there, she saw an opportunity to bring her entire family. Hence, she took that decision. She shared the idea with them. They loved the idea and they moved. And I'm like, so if you want to get married now, you're not going to be coming back to Nigeria. She said yes, because all the people that mean anything to her, all the people that matter to her, she has moved them to UK. So they are there with her. The most that will happen is, she's from Benin, by the way. The most that will happen is to honor tradition. She would, well, her man or wherever she's going to eventually get married to would send money to somebody, an elder, to take care of the traditional rites. But she will not be physically present in Nigeria for any of those rites. They are there with her. They would do the ceremony over there. And yeah, that was the only thing that would have ever brought her back to Nigeria. And whilst they are there, she's not coming back. I'm sure she has new friends there. So, I mean, what does it matter? The friends she has here, we communicate from time to time over the phone, voice calls and video calls, thanks to the internet. Another of my neighbor got married in the UK. And I saw them with traditional outfits. And out of curiosity, I had to ask, did your people come over? Did her people come over to UK for this traditional rite? Say no. That one I saw was just there wearing the traditional outfit to snap picture, just to show that they have done the traditional stuff. But what they did was they sent the money for the list. So the people in Nigeria knew how to sort all of those things out. I think his people went to her people and they paid the rights. The wedding happened abroad. None of her people came. None of his people came. Who would afford that kind of flight ticket? So we were just there seeing pictures that their brother was getting married abroad. Seeing pictures that their sister, their daughter, their auntie, their niece was getting married abroad or got married abroad. They have not seen them physically in years. For as long as they have been abroad, they haven't seen them. And I know if I'm going to talk about all the people that have left the shores of Nigeria they are not coming back. And that is how it's going to be for a very long time. You may never get to see these people physically for a very long time. Now I'm going to read something. Just walk with me a little bit. Many Nigerian families will never be together again, not because they don't want to be, but because they simply can never be together again. Firstborn is in Canada. Secondborn is in Dubai. Thirdborn is in Australia. Fourthborn is in New York. Lastborn is in UK. Parents are in Nigeria, making trips once in a while to see them in the different countries. They are all getting married and having children who will never really meet or know each other. Their best shot is group video calls, which will almost never happen because there's no convenient regular time that works for everybody due to different global time zones. They have all had to travel because Nigeria failed them and they need to live to another country where they can have a shot at life and their children would suffer what they went through. This is the high price of Japa-ed that you can never put a financial value on, that very few people talk about. The destruction of families and the tearing of siblings apart. This is the silent evil that the incompetent government and leaders have done to many Nigerian families over the last 10 years. One day we'll realize the extent of damage and destruction that these people have caused to millions of Nigerian families. Japa is a journey that is worth it, without a doubt. And I will always recommend it because it is far better for you to make that journey for your own good and for the sake of your children, rather than stay in a country where it seems like the leaders are cursed and have vowed to destroy the lives of everyone, especially young lives. So the whole truth is simply letting you know that Japa is a journey that is always worth it, without a doubt. But it's also a journey that comes with a very high price. And then I went on Twitter, now X, yesterday, and this is what I saw. A picture of a man, and he reads, "My brother left for over 15 to 16 years. Now, we never hear from him. We no see him again till today. From one story to another, we don't know what to believe anymore. Someone told us he drowned, but we asked one of his friends, and that one said we should have hope. Japa has destroyed family relations. People don't see their family for as long as 7 to 10 years. I see some only returning home for burial." Well, let me shock you. My best man at my wedding has been in Cyprus for over how many years? In fact, it was my wedding that brought him to Nigeria. His mother passed this year. He was not at the burial. First son. Why? He could not afford to travel down to Nigeria because of exchange rates. So he couldn't come. He could only send funds. So he did not pay his last respects to his mother, his beloved mother, physically. It's that deep. In my town, I'm from Nembe, by the way, Ogbolomabri to be precise, and Masarapolo. There's a very big house. One of these days when I traveled, I saw a man that was buried, and I saw the date he was buried and when he died. It was about several years apart. Several years. And I asked, why did it take them so long? Why did it take them all of these years to bury him? Why didn't they didn't he have children? They had children. Where are they? They were abroad. So they could not come back to bury their father and say, that time ground be never level for them. So you heard your father die. They said, before they could even get message across to the children that their father had passed. It was not now that we had technology. It was not now that I could just do pam, 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 pam. Hi, see as you done dey fat though. Hey, whoa, chai. How you doing now? How is the weather over there? No, we dey miss you. No, it was not. So getting a message across to any of them and then having them connect themselves to come back and come and bury their father. So that was why it took long. So even burials, the chances are that you may not see some of these people who have left return home. Even the ones who might come to visit may come to visit once in only God knows how many years. Every important thing in the family, they may not be a part of it. What then is the whole point of searching for greener pastures? Do you have to sacrifice those ties, those relationships, the bond? You know how close-knit we are in Africa. You know how some people are happy and their lifespan increases knowing that their family is together. They used to do one family, the same, and co. December is around the corner. You would see on the internet, Christmas pictures. And you will see some pictures, family trees complete. Great-grandparents are still alive. Grandparents are still very much alive. Parents are alive. Children are alive. They will wear matching pajamas, or they will choose a color, or they will choose a fabric, or they will do one family, big family Thanksgiving. And you see this, you say, where is that person? Say, that is Nonso's daughter. Is that Nonso's daughter? So Nonso has a daughter that is this big. Yes, so who is this one? That's Chidera's son. This man is really blessed though. See us, all his family. So the entire hall, like half of the family members will fill the entire hall, and then the remaining half will be. Would people ever get to experience that if everybody everybody leaves? At what point, or at this point, leaving the country may not be the problem. What if the problem is, would individual families be the same when members of their families travel abroad? How often do they return home? My question to you is, how connected are you with your family members and friends who have Japa-ed? Are you guys still connected? Do you guys still gist as you used to gist? Do you guys have time where you just stay and say, mommy gave me this gist, or this one, that one, or this one, that one? Do you guys still connect as you connected before? Is it a once in a blue moon? Yeah, I know some of you in your defense say, some of us that are in Nigeria, we don't used to see our children in years. We don't used to, but at least there's that proximity feel that my mother is in Bayelsa State, in Nembe, right? And if for any reason I need to see her, there are emergencies, there are celebrations, I can just drive all the way to Yenegua, and then from Amasarapola, I drive all the way to Nembe. I can make the journey to and fro in one day. Or my cousin is in Akwa Ibom State, and I can actually get a flight directly to Akwa Ibom State in less than how many minutes? I can go that day and come back that day. And if I decide to make it a road journey, it depends on how stressed I am. It depends on if I'm driving myself or if I'm using a public transport. Whichever the case is, but there's that proximity feel that as long as we are still in this Nigeria, it's not going to be hard to connect. It's not going to be hard to see ourselves. If we're in River State, better for us. I stay at this place. My village is at Choba. I mean, I'm not going to have to think twice. Traveling to Choba on Christmas Day or New Year Day and screaming, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Or my village is at Mpogo and I live at Rumokuta. That proximity feel alone. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Once again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number for your WhatsApp and Telegram messages is 0809 030 6416. Once again, 030 at Nigeria Info PH. Never forget, at Nigeria Info PH is our X handle, and our Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Go there, watch me live, but most importantly, be a part of the conversation by dropping your comments in the comment section. And in course of this conversation, I will get to read them. If for any reason, like I always say, you're unable to get through to us via the phone lines, how about you send a WhatsApp message? Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Miss Dennis.
Good afternoon.
Mrs. Dennis, sorry.
Yeah.
This topic you just bring to this today is very, very touching. Like, I have a family, my uncle actually. I never saw him. Like, when I was born, he's in the U.S. He went there around 1982 or so, something like that.
1982, that's more than 40 years.
Yes, and he's gone. Like, he has died.
You people did not know he died? You didn't know he died?
No, like, the message, they sent a message that he's gone.
He's gone, okay.
Yes, his first son came home. That was 2019. That was the first time I saw him. He's actually 36 years old that time. So, and he has gone back again. So till date, he has not been able. He just called, don't worry, I'm coming, I will come. Have issues, I will come. Just like that. The rest of his siblings are just there. So this whole Japa issue is that some people should look into it very well before they move, because actually scatters homes. That's it. That's the truth. And it's somehow.
Where was he buried?
It's yet to be, like his person said that they will bring him home. So one of the uncles at home said that the money that you use in bringing your father home, use it to do something else. Bury him there. Come home, let's plan how to bury him in our own traditional way. But don't move corpse all the way from the US down to Nigeria.
Oh my God.
Okay, it's good. That is coming back. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has come back as promised. He just called and said that he's coming, that one or two issues, that when he sort them out, he will come and all of that.
Till date.
So,
The uncle you never get to see but you know exists is abroad, in search of greener pastures. And the uncle dies abroad. I know of a family that they owned a very big food business here in Nigeria, in River State to be precise. They left. I saw a picture of the man at the wedding of this my neighbor, and I said, "Is that not the owner of so?" And he said, "Yes." Say he has left. He say yes. With the family, he say yes. Who is running the business in Nigeria? They said they left it in the hands of somebody. I said, okay. Then his wife died. I think she had cancer or something. They didn't come back home. You're not getting it. They didn't come back home. They buried her over there. So the people that attended the burial are the people that knew them from when they moved abroad. And some people that had known them before now who have also moved abroad. So I watched the burial from the status of one of such persons. They were all attending the same church here in Port Harcourt. So they were in the same city, luckily for them. And yes, while you think that even though you guys are in the same country, it will be easy, I hope you do know that even in the UK, sometimes you have to travel a distance. The same way we travel from here to Katsina, you have to travel a distance to get to a particular place abroad. So it's not like because we are in UK together, I can always get to your doorstep. No. But they made that sacrifice to get to their location. Why? They were in the same country. And you could count how many of them. And you know, these things are big deals for us. Burials, weddings, you name it. Because beyond mourning the person, beyond celebrating life, that's if a child was born, beyond celebrating the joining of two who have now become one flesh, is the fact that these occasions afford us the opportunity to connect with ourselves. Yes. So you can anticipate. So person's wedding is coming up. Ah, okay. I'm going to see auntie so and so person there. I'm going to see brother so and so person there. I'm going to meet this person. I'm going to go and tax this person. I'll go and bill this uncle. You know, you calculate, you plan, you know, you think of what you do to make family time. These things we look forward to. These are the activities that actually make for the family relations or the friendship relations and all. These are the activities that we count down to, we look forward to. We want to travel. If we have to book flight tickets to get to Lagos, we do that. If we're moving by road, we do that. Again, I ask, how connected are you with your family members and friends? Is everything okay with them? Charles from Mercyland, welcome to the sunny side.
Madam D, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Madam D, the gospel truth is life and connection are never same. The truth be told, this Japa of a thing, the good it has done to us, generally speaking, I have to be corrected, it is not as much as the bad that he has done. The good is very minimal, the bad is much. But most of us are inadequately informed that we don't know. We are still embroiled with this Japa syndrome of a thing. Really, just picture. Okay, let me leave that one aside. Most of them that are there, if they are true to themselves, they are full of regret of that place. Because it has never given them a right foot to stand and a good platform to move on in life. But they will not say it out. We need to be properly educated how this was there, because most of us are not educated, are not informed at all. Just travel from one state that you face to another state and try to and you see how difficult it is. I'm going from here to another place. I'm going without any contact. Get they are making it. But people that are making it are far more than the people that are making it. Yes. So people stay there, lose connection from their family. That's how to them. They don't just come because they dare not to come, but they lack the capacity and the finance. So they are coming and they are going. So what life is they living? Most of the fortunate ones that are there that are making it, they are there. They send back money to their people here to build houses for them, to invest for them. Why are they not doing it there? Because they know they have zero ownership there. Because they know they are just in the transit there. So
Right.
when I see people talking about this, it's good, it's fine, but you need to be properly informed.
Be properly informed is what Charles from Messeland is saying. Hi, Didi. I don't think people talk much about this often like it ought to be talked about. The system is eating so deep into our relationship life. And you realize the better thing than money. We all know this country is bad. We should only have a relationship with family. We don't know how time we have in this world. At the end of it, it's up to you. This is a touching story. It brings back memories. Honestly, come here, info. Good afternoon to you and welcome. Good afternoon to you and welcome. Hello? Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Talk to me.
I don't think that the Japa-ed is the reason why most families don't chat, communicate, or have that cordial relationship, keep that relation, maintain cordial relationship. I think sometimes it's individual thing.
An individual
Because
thing,
I
okay?
can tell you for free that the Oyibo man that we are copying, most of them that are even in their home country that does not travel, they don't have time for extended family. So I can, for myself, I left my own immediate community when I was less than 8, living with somebody. I can tell you that for 20-something years, I've not seen some of my stepbrother and my immediate brother's children. And most of them say I've not seen them in person. I travel home regularly, but we cannot travel home the same time. We rarely communicate. So it's an individual thing.
An individual thing, not traveling.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to play
Thank you.
something for you. You guys are familiar with this sound, but what you guys do not know is that there is a story behind this popular sound. Take a listen.
Money. You have not seen what the mother say yet. She said, I had to play. Daddy, I had to play.
I think say I go pay for the food. That's say na so dey back. When you come back, they call me. Give me that. They pass me what over. They give me what to put here. I come climb waiting. They carry person go food.
The journey is about 12 minutes long. Time will not permit me to share, to hear from testimony or directly. But the bottom is, this woman is so excited. I mean, a lot of people on use this particular testimony content. The full story is this: for 15, she didn't have son. He traveled abroad. No communication. Only son. No. Hello, what are you doing? What's happening? Nothing. Sick. Someone abroad held her son down. You know how it is up for you and her see for you and pray for you. Even training abroad, all will be well. You know, there is pray for you, something like that. She you know how you didn't know her. She just knew her son went abroad, and she didn't hear from him for that long. And one day, she brought up the past for, and now her son miraculously remembered her. This woman was left alone for that long. So if someone comes, your son in the abroad, no. The son reached out to her, called her, booked a flight for her. She went abroad. She embraced the son. So you know that segment of airplane. So that for content, full story. And that plane was just cut out. How many mothers have not seen their children for long? How many their children have been okay? Even though this child is in prison. Yes. Oh, you didn't know that sometimes they go there, They get into some legal for the right place at the wrong time. They pursue your out until maybe just one day, fate or a miracle happens. And like I said, how connected are you with those friends? We will go on a break. News ending stories. However, we'll be back to see a plethora of messages. I haven't even checked social media, funny enough. A plethora of messages that I would read after trending stories. So head on to X at Nigeria Info page remains the X handle. Drop your comments in the comment section. Think about it. All those your friends that have traveled. What if it's even your spouse that is abroad? What's the connection like? Yes, your spouse is your family member. By marriage, you guys become family. What's the connection like? Husband is in Nigeria. Wife is in abroad. Or wife is in Nigeria, husband is abroad. Your wife is on vacation. Your child only has to see on a video call. No bond created. Sunday as well said, just unfortunate, my bought everything and left for UK with his family and said he's not coming back. Mission continues and we round off. Stay tuned.
Different idea.